Ahoy mateys, Joshua Besnay here. Thanks for tuning into Pirates and Teepees. This is the Pirate Life Update at 6. Yes, every day so far, 2 days in a row. All right, so yesterday's show went pretty good. I think my microphone was a little overdriven, so I improved that today. I turned that down a little bit. Hopefully this will sound a little bit better. So we're going to talk about my solar system today. It's not done, but it's a lot of it is set up. I have about 350 watts, maybe a little less, 330 watts total setup, but all of my batteries are charged, including laptops. All of my cell batteries for the solar itself are done. So things are working really well. So let me show you that setup. I've kind of built this one cool tiltable solar panel thing and a couple other things and done some video so that we can check that out. Let's go see what's going on over there with the solar update. There's my solar panel mount that I've created. This is the prototype for what will eventually be a auto tracking solar system. This is the mount I was working on out of an old bar stool swivel. The old bar stool is actually still on the bottom there, you can see. And just a fulcrum and some bolts I made for the top one. Check it out. Still in very early prototype stage. There's really nothing to hold it in place. It spins freely, but it is pretty cool and it works. So keep an eye out for future updates on this as I'm adding the mechanism I need in order to articulate it using motors. Here you see I am drilling the holes in the side of my fulcrum mount. This is a block of wood that's been screwed to the bar stool mount. Now I'm just screwing the holes in the side where I'm going to put my bolts into place that are going to hold the swivel arms. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the bell to turn on notifications so that you don't miss any of our upcoming content. I still will be doing how-tos and stuff like that for sure, but I'm going to be doing this daily Pirate Life at 6 show, and I would love to hear comments and suggestions for things that I should be doing. Let's check out the next video. Working on the side pieces here. These will be the side rails that the solar panels will mount to with a single bolt going through it, attaching it to the mount you saw in the last clip. It will allow it to rotate. If my description of it isn't clear, check this next part out. So here I'm putting together the rail system that the solar panels will mount to. I'm gluing a piece of 2x2 onto a piece of 2x4 so that I can put 2 screws in each mount on the solar panel and add a little extra strength there. And yeah, so pretty simple process. Just cut them to length. I'm going to throw the glue on there and screw it together and clamp it and let it sit overnight. And that's about it, obviously, other than the attachment and the clamping. Let's check out the next video in this set. So I have my sidearm here for this thing. You saw I got the hole drilled for the fulcrum there. The bolt's gonna go through here. This might be a little tight, but that's all right. Go. And then another washer. Screw here on the top might act as a stopper, we'll see. And looking for my drill, so I'm just screwing this sucker on here by hand. Not too bad. There we go. First arm done. Here's where I'm actually mounting the panels to the swing arms. You can hear my neighbor kid riding his motorcycle
Well, the tilt
around.
and the spin part worked pretty darn good. It seems actually really strong and stable, and smooth, much more than I ever anticipated. Wow, look at that. Sweet. Cool. Solar goodness.
All right, so there we go on the solar update. I hope you guys like that. The solar's working great, like I was saying before. Woohoo! Hit that subscribe button. Anyway, when I moved my panels over here, I did realize that my old Harbor Freight panels weren't putting out very much power, and I wasn't quite sure what it was, so I took them each apart and I tested each one and found that only one of the 3 panels was actually putting out voltage. And let's go look at the problems that I had with those. You can see the damage here. You can see the damage here. And you can see the damage here. Doesn't take much. Now, even though both these panels are showing voltage when the sun hits them, neither of them are putting out any current. Only one is good. So you can see there that just because your panels are outputting voltage doesn't necessarily mean that they're working. You have to hook an amp meter up to them and test to see how much amperage you have. But how do we do that? Guess what? I made some videos showing you guys how we can test those solar panels right here, right now. Check it out. So I've got my meter now set on DC amps. I've got the right plug-in, and I'm going to show you how I'm testing the output. Oh, there goes the sun. The output on my larger panels, because the smaller panels aren't quite in the sun yet, and I think I might actually get some wattage off these because they're in the sun a little bit. So once again, I'm disconnecting from the panel to the charger. This will let the current flow through the meter where it can then test the amperage. See, I'm getting like a little bit coming out for sure. But those panels are barely in the sun. Oh, there we go. Well, look at that. The video might have paused, but that's actually a really good spot. The panels themselves take a minute to ramp up with the charge controller. When I first hooked them up to the meter, I noticed I'm seeing very little
coming out
and
getting half an amp.
When they come later, the panel
good.
picks it up and actually starts charging
off the solar panels off of Amazon. You can check the link in the description below to get these. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell to have notifications. Oh yeah, thank you. So I brought another solar panel over to see if I can replace one of the broken ones. And this one is definitely putting out amperage. It's putting out 5.5 or 0.55 of an amp. dirty. So we're gonna see how much cleaner it gets, or how much better the power gets after I clean it. So before cleaning, we get 5.57, 0.55, 0.6 milliamps.
To clarify, that was 0.5567 amp, half an amp coming out of there at 20 volts. That's, you know, about a little over 10 watts and 11 watts or so.
Okay.
And right now I'm cleaning off the panel, and I'm going to come back and test it again.
Now I've cleaned it. And we're getting a little bit more. Not much. Probably got more. Still not great. Better than nothing.
Well, that is about it on the testing thing. I hope that was kind of clear how that works. Sorry about there was a little bit of hiccups in that video. I will try to post that video again in a future broadcast with it going good. I know I was kind of talking over it, and sorry about that. So hit that subscribe button and the bell to turn on notifications so when I replay that test video, you don't miss it. I'll probably put that in there as a little aside tomorrow just to make sure it came through good. We'll see how this sounds when I listen to it. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. And if you like this video, hit that like button. If not, maybe leave a comment. Let me know why. Any comments, suggestions, ideas for upcoming shows would be wonderful. Thank you so much, and have a piratical day.